Y'all, let's talk about paranoia. That constant feeling that somebody's out to get you, lie to you, betray you, or humiliate you, even when there's no proof of it. Your heart's beating fast, your mind's running laps, and you're exhausting yourself trying to stay ahead of something that might not even be real. But to you, it feels real. You check your phone 10 times in 5 minutes. You replay conversations. You read silence like it's a message. You start believing that everyone's got a motive, even the people that love you. And listen, you're not crazy. You're just a little wounded. See, paranoia don't come out of thin air. It's born out of real pain. You got lied to, betrayed, gaslit. Maybe somebody made you feel like your instincts were wrong, like your emotions were too much. So now your brain is saying never again. And to protect yourself, you expect the worst from everybody. That's not weakness. That's survival mode. But you weren't meant to live your whole life on red alert. When paranoia sets in, it turns everyone into a possible threat. Friends, partners, coworkers, family. It's like your trust account's overdrawn and you don't even know how to rebuild it back up. You second guess text messages. You wonder what people are saying when you're not in the room. You assume the worst because the worst has happened before. And your heart says, well, it's better to protect than be blindsided. But here's the real hard truth. Paranoia don't protect your peace. It robs it. Keeps you up at night. Kills good relationships. It makes you defensive before there's even a reason. It tricks you into thinking you're seeing signs when really you're just reliving an old hurt. So let's talk about what to do. First, let's name it. Say, I feel paranoid, I don't feel safe. And you ain't weak for saying that, you're honest. And honesty is the first step to healing. Second, let's trace it. Ask yourself, when did I start feeling this way? Who taught me the world wasn't a safe place? Maybe it was one person that broke your heart. Maybe it was years of being on edge in your own home. Maybe it's a pattern that's just passed down. Third, let's separate the truth from fear. Not everything you feel is a fact. Feelings are valid, but they don't always mean somebody's betraying you. The work is learning how to pause between the thought and the reaction. You can ask yourself, is this person actually hurting me, or am I reliving an old wound? Fourth, let's rebuild trust, not just in others, but in ourselves. Paranoia grows when you stop trusting your own instincts and start leaning on fear instead. You can't predict every outcome, but you can handle whatever happens. That's the truth. Start saying things like, not everybody's out to get me. My thoughts are loud, but they're not always right. I'm safe right now. I don't need to run from a threat that ain't here. Let's talk about how this shows up in relationships. You get close to somebody, but deep down you're waiting on them to lie, cheat, or disappear, so you test them. You look for those signs. You question their every move, not because you don't care, but because you care too much, and it scares you. But here's what happens. People get tired of feeling like suspects. They feel like they can't win, so they kind of back off. And then you say, see, I knew it. But what if they were actually good and the paranoia pushed them away? Now, I ain't saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying it so you can take your power back. The goal ain't to blindly trust everybody. The goal is to stop letting fear drive every move. You can be cautious without being controlled by suspicion. And if you're feeling this at work, in friendships, even in your own kids, well, just breathe. It don't mean you're broken. It means your mind's trying to protect you in overdrive. But you can rewire it one truth at a time. You're not what happened to you. You're not your own fear. You're not doomed to always feel this way. You're somebody who's been through a lot of heck and back and still showing up. You're allowed to feel safe again. You're allowed to have peace without earning it. You're allowed to believe that some people do mean well. And most of all, you're allowed to start healing without apologizing for how long it's taken. So if your mind's been noisy, your heart's been jumpy, and your soul's been tired from living on the edge, this is an old reminder from your buddy Tommy Ray. You can calm the storm inside of you. You can find your peace. And you ain't got to do it alone. Y'all, if this hit home, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share it with someone that needs it. Let's walk through this whole hard stuff just one truth bomb at a time.